Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be reading for Twin Flames Collective Energy for the month of October 2024. Please remember, we are multi streaming, so we're on 3 different platforms at the same time: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I can see all of your comments, so let me know where you're watching from. I am going to be reading for the collective, and then I will be offering some free mini twin flame readings at the end. And before we get started, while everyone's going to come in, I'm going to talk to you about my preparations to get ready for tonight's live. I see Dream Sequa is a PLR member. Welcome, Dream Sequa. Sandra is coming in on YouTube, Michelle on YouTube, Michelle on Facebook too. Thank you for the audio check. All right, here we go, ladies. So I want to talk a little bit about the collective energies that I felt literally all day as it was getting closer and closer to time to do this reading and this live stream. I feel like I was able to feel very collectively the masculine energy and the feminine energy very clearly. Like it wasn't a struggle to figure out who was feeling what. The interesting part is that it feels like everyone is feeling the same, but no one is talking to the other. So it's like one energy, no one really knows, but it's the same. Everybody's feeling the same things. And I want to talk about it a little bit tonight. I talked about it in the description actually for this video. I mentioned that I felt like we are collectively feeling this push in our journey. We're also collectively feeling like something is impending or on its way, or very close to getting to wherever we are on this path. And I feel like a lot of times we don't talk about this energy that we all feel. And if you're having a spiritual awakening, I feel like you know what I'm talking about. But I feel like we don't talk about it because we don't want to be like Debbie Downer, right? Like we don't want to be like, oh, I feel this heavy energy, or I feel like something might happen soon, or I feel like I'm being called to follow my purpose because spirit needs me to do something, right? But I do feel like we need to talk about it more often. We need to talk about all the things, really: the politics, the wars, the weather, the poverty, right? The homeless, the hungry, literally all of it. And I feel like we have to talk about all of it because of Pluto, right? We are now moving into the age of Aquarius, and that is what all that energy is about. It's about facing those issues instead of running from them and not talking about them. And I do feel that as 2024 draws to a close and 2025 starts to get closer to us, we feel like something's building, or like we're about to experience something that's heavy or challenging. And I think sometimes we joke about spiritual awakening or like woke people. But honestly, I think we're joking because it's out of some type of fear. I feel like internally, we all understand clearly who saved us and whose army we're now marching courageously in. I like to call him God, but some people call him source or spirit. And really, regardless of what label you put there or I put there, I'm really proud and honored and grateful to be on this journey and to be on this journey with all of you. I'm honestly surrendered in my journey, and I'm ready to march forward to whatever is coming ahead. I honestly don't feel like I have as much fear and anxiety as I used to. I feel like my faith has definitely overcome those energies. Um, and really, it's like I'm almost ready for whatever is coming next, right? Do you guys feel that way too? And honestly, speaking of which, I feel like since we are all feeling that way, I made a members only. I said it a little bit before the live started. So this is going to be for tomorrow night. I'm going to do it before the fire sign. So 6 p.m. members only. We're going to do a reading and look at where we're all headed next. So make sure to come join us for that. Guys, you do have to be PLR Tribe 2 in order to watch those members only videos. Let's see. I also want to talk to you about a video that I saw on TikTok. You guys know how I like the TikTok. So I have to go through these little periods right before these lives start, where it's just like me and spirit. And I don't know if it's like a purification or if it's like a connection or, it's just times where spirit asks me to meditate or listen to calmer music or just get into this mode, right? This vessel mode because I'm fixing to do these collective readings or whatever it is that we're doing, for the live. And I did that today, but today's was a little bit different. I did one that was almost 30 minutes long today. So that's a little bit different for me. I don't normally prepare that much, you know what I mean, or like meditate that long. But it was a guided meditation that I felt drawn to do specifically before this live. So I did that. And then I noticed that I still had a few minutes, right? And I had already made my tea. So I was ready to go. So I was watching the TikTok. I feel like everybody yells at me. I love TikTok. I guess it really depends on, your algorithm and how it lands for you, right? But anyway, watching the TikTok, and I came across this. I wrote her name down, Scar Poetry. I came across this lady. She was reading a poem, and she was doing it live. You could tell, like in front of an audience. And the poem started like this. I want to read it out to you. It was about her mom. This poem that she was doing, and it says, "Just because my mother didn't break all of the generational curses does not mean that she broke none." And I just found that to be so profound. I'm going to read it again. Just because my mother didn't break all of the generational curses does not mean that she broke none. And I don't know, but like in that moment, it was like I could feel the strength and the courage, like the spiritual strength and the spiritual courage that comes to me every day. Every day I do these lives, every day that I put my spiritual awakening, journey out there for the world to see. And I feel it coming so strongly from my own mother and my own ancestors. So when I heard her say that saying, just because they didn't break all of them doesn't mean that they didn't break none. I just found that to be so profound and so perfect for the moment that we're in, because that is what's happening. That is the army that we're marching in. That is what we're here to do. We're breaking generational curses. And it's not easy, right? Not easy. I see everyone coming in. Tim McKee, our moderator. Hello, Tim. Star Luba is with us. I see Matthew Harris on Facebook and Brenda. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. And before we get started, I want to show you this little clay dish that Amelia made me. She says this is a jewelry dish, so I can put my jewelry in it. So I just wanted to show you guys. She has been working on these little molds and clay and things like that, and she's been making like food and furniture and clothes and things for her dolls. And I just thought that was so cool. She told me, she said, "I used your favorite color." So I told her I would show everybody tonight. All right, let's get started. So here's what we're doing, right? Masculine and feminine energies. And I know that this can get really challenging and confusing sometimes, right? Especially if you're just watching to be nosy and not because you're having this type of spiritual awakening, right? But if you are having this type of spiritual awakening, really, if you're just having a spiritual awakening in general, you're learning to balance your inner masculine and feminine energies. Now, there's different types of spiritual awakening journeys. We talk about that all the time here at PLR. We talk about how most of you are watching me because we have this very strong collective energy, and we're in this very specific type of spiritual awakening journey where someone came and woke us up, right? And so we do correlate these readings with those people and those energies. I feel like really honestly, until we get to a certain part in our spiritual awakening journey, and then we kind of stop doing that, right? And then it becomes definitely more internal. And again, that is the point, is to balance those internal masculine and feminine energies. And the way I like to explain to people that we have both of those energies, masculine energy, I like to describe it as the provider and the protector. Masculine energy is the energy that makes us lock our doors at night, right? That's masculine energy. So we all have that energy. And feminine energy is nurturing energy, it's self care energy, it's what makes us wash our hair. So we all have that energy, right? And both of those energies internally, again, in a spiritual awakening, the goal is to bring balance to them. All right, so I'm going to start out with the Keepers of the Light. This is my newest oracle set that I purchased. I really struggled with this oracle set when I first started using them. Just such it's just a small little deck, but there's so much power. All of the like spiritual gurus and masters and leaders and whatnot in this oracle set, and it's just so powerful. So it's like whenever I would turn the card over when I first got it, it was like I was getting all these messages from all these different people, and it was really hard to fine tune like who was saying what. So I noticed recently that it was becoming to get easier, and the messages were becoming more direct. So I thought we would use them tonight. And I know tonight we normally have Love and Astrology night, because I will be offering some free readings at the end. I'm going to focus on mini twin flame readings, so your masculine, feminine, and bridging energy. If anyone wants a general read, I can of course do that as well. All right, here we go. I'm going to start masculine first. I have Radha, Soul Flame. This reading is going to be really direct, y'all. All right, this is rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. Oh, I love spirit so much. Joan of Arc, voice of truth, is coming out for divine feminine. It says, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Ooh. All right, and bridging energy, I have Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. Oh my goodness. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. Bottom of the deck energy, we have Freya, phases and cycles. This is the beginning within every end, or there is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. I love that this card came out at the bottom so I could tell you why I called October's Twin Flame Energy Update. What did I call it? Did I say, what was it? Get ready to jump? I gotta go look now, y'all. And it is this energy, our time to jump is what I called it. It is this energy where something has ended, an old way of how we were doing this journey has ended, and a new way has started. And honestly, what I feel has happened here is the old way was very focused on our 3D perception. In other words, like more selfish. I would be in a relationship with this person. I don't know why they're with another person. Why did I meet this person if I'm not going to be in a relationship with this person, right? So it's like when that 3D is closing out, and it's like now we understand that it's for a greater purpose, or like we're experiencing this journey for a greater purpose, and that's what's beginning. I honestly feel like that's the line that we're all kind of standing on at this moment. And I do feel that we do jump, and I do feel that we jump toward spirit, that we continue marching forward, and really put our wants or desires or what we think that we want more in the back seat, right? And it's more about purpose now. So pretty easy pretty direct. Masculine energy could be definitely rediscovering a lost part of themselves. I think it's the more spiritual part, or maybe the more nurturing part. Um, they could be experiencing relationship harmony and healing at this time. I feel like for masculine energy, just like feminine energy, we just want our peace. We just want our peace. We've been in this battle or this war, and almost at times with one another, that I feel I don't know. I feel like it's weighing on us so heavy, and because we see what's ahead of us or what's coming ahead of us, it's like we understand that what we're doing here and our purpose, the need is much greater than our bickering back and forth, or our fight, or our misunderstandings, or our expectations, or lack of communication. So at this point, energy, it's definitely harmony and healing for all relationships, for all relationships. And I do also feel like, because for masculine energy, they feel like they've been at this war for such a long time. Joan of Arc, voice of truth, coming out for divine feminine, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. I talk about it all the time. I talk about how this is my spiritual awakening journey. Like, this is what happened to me. This is why I do these readings. These readings are for my own healing path. They do help you again because we are experiencing this same type of spiritual awakening journey. So it's what they call collective energies. So that tells me that for divine and feminine, you could be struggling to stay strong right now. You could feel like one thing coming at you after another. You could feel like every time you get your footing, you're tested by something else. Focus on your purpose is definitely going to be the guidance here. I feel like that's what spirit tells me every time I feel like I'm lost. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. We're all being asked to, like, if you're following me and my just pull at your heartstring, you can relate to the masculine and the feminine energies. You can relate to the spiritual lesson that we're learning at this time. Then it's like you also fear telling others what happened to you. You also fear telling others what they did to you. You also fear telling others what you continue to experience even when they're not in your presence. And the funny part is that when I ask people, I asked somebody today, what is it that I do? Like, why do you watch me? Why do you PLR? What is it that I do to help you? What readings am I doing that are helping you, or how are they helping you? It's because I tell people what I'm experiencing. It's because I tell people what's happening to me. It's because I tell people that I met this person and my whole world changed. It's because I tell people that I understand it's not about the person, but more about the purpose. It's because I tell people that I have this weird connection to spirit where he tells me what to do and where to go. And when I listen, it works out wonderfully, right? But we do have the free will, so when I don't, it doesn't. But it tells me that it helps you because it helps you to realize that you're not doing this alone, or you're not the only one experiencing these things. And that's what we have to do. It's like we have to go through the toughest trauma we've probably ever experienced, and then we have to go tell other people about it. It helps us heal, and it helps them realize they're not alone. If I'm being called to do that, and I'm in this collective energy, then you most likely are being called to do that. And you're scared of doing that too. I don't really know what to say. We're going to clarify and pull some cards. But like me personally, I would say just put your hands on there, and then you don't have to worry about it. All right, the bridging energy. So, the spiritual lesson that masculine and feminine energy is learning right now at the same time. Again, doesn't matter if you're in separation or not. One, I personally, me, Rosa, believe that you're always in union. I believe you're always whole. I don't believe there's anything outside of yourself that you will ever need. I believe you come in this lifetime whole, and I believe you will leave this lifetime whole. But if you're experiencing physical separation, it is still the same spiritual lesson at the same time. It can definitely be with different people at different cases, but it's the same lesson at the same time. It's Mary Magdalene. It says, Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. And I pretty much just told you what we're going to be sharing with the world, right? You're going to follow, it says, follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. What's interesting to me about the don't let anything stop you, and again, I'm going to pull some tarot to clarify, but I feel like that's impossible. It's impossible. I started PLR coming out and telling people that I felt highly, highly protected. And if you're on this awakening type of awakening journey, if you're having this type of spiritual awakening, really if you're having any type of spiritual awakening, you're highly protected for a very specific reason. And if you think about it, it's because this is spirit's purpose. This is God's will, unconditional love, right? So it's like, of course you're protected. If you've come into alignment with your soul and you're here following your purpose, then of course you're protected. But what's becoming more, like what I'm becoming more and more aware of, is the fact that we're protected even from ourselves. And how amazing is that? Even from ourselves. Because again, we do have free will and we're human. We make poor choices. And it's like I can be on this awakening journey and I can learn about yoga and start exercising and remember the wall Pilates. Oh my goodness. I need to get back into that. I can eat better. I can understand that my body is a vessel and I can stop smoking, stop doing drugs, and I can stop drinking, and I can stop doing all those things, and I can become healthier physically, mentally, spiritually. And then I can flip and I can have a drink, or I can start exercising regularly, or I can talk to, people I know I'm not supposed to. I can put myself in situations I'm not supposed to. And when I do it, it's like I can only go so far. It's like spirit only allows so much. It's like, again, we're protected even from ourselves. But the don't let anything stop you. One thing I'm noticing, again, and I talked about this a little bit at the beginning in the introduction, I feel like as more of us awaken, as more of us have this experience, as more of us come into our soul's alignment, we are tested more and more and more and more. And everything tries to stop us. It tries. But like I said, even we can't stop it. So I guess here we should have our faith to know that if even we can't stop it, nothing else will. But I think too, to understand the why are you being tested? Why does it keep happening? We keep waiting for it to stop. What if it doesn't? What if this army we're marching in is meant to experience one battle after another? I'm honestly getting to the point in my journey where I'm grateful and I'm understanding what opportunities are. Like, remember when we used to get mad about Mercury retrograde? And it's like now when a planet's retrograde, I honestly understand that it's an opportunity for me to revisit that planet's energy. And if I didn't get it right the first time, I have an opportunity to learn it and get it right this time. Tower moments, same thing. Remember when we used to get scary? We saw a tower car, we were like, oh my goodness, a tower. Now we're like, good. Spirit's removing something in my way. You see what I mean? All right, let's pull out the tarot. Guys, I see a lot of you in here. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I'm going to start masculine energy first, and I'm using the Enchanted Soul Tarot. Soul Flame for masculine. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. We have the Hermit. So the masculine energy could feel like they've been withdrawn. Maybe feeling some tower moments. In the Enchanted Soul Tarot, the Hermit, excuse me, looks like it has a tower on it. I don't know, a tower or maybe even a lighthouse. I've made a shorts today. Our shorts are like hit and miss on the short shelf, but I made one today. If you guys didn't see it, go check it out after this live. Um, but Stevie Nicks. So if you've been following me for any amount of time, you've seen that a few months back. I don't know. What do you guys think it was? Like 6 months, 8 months? I don't know. So like 9 months. I found Stevie Nicks for like the first time. I had never, heard. I mean, I guess I had heard of Fleetwood Mac, but I never like heard any of their songs. That's not true. I'd heard their songs. I just didn't realize who they were or that I liked their songs. And really, it's not their songs; it's her songs, right? But anyway, she has a new song out, and it's called "The Lighthouse." So if you haven't heard it yet, go check that out. I think I shared it over on my Facebook page. Um, but yeah, they could feel like they're coming out of some type of dark night of the soul. They could feel like they're coming out of that energy where like they're being taken down, like one tower after another. I'm almost seeing like, it's almost like, let's picture like King of Cups, because King of Cups is my clue card for divine masculine. King of Cups is that tarot card where the king is sitting on his throne out in the middle of the ocean, right? And the ocean waves are like crashing all around him. So it's definitely giving that King of Cups type of energy. Like they've been out in this emotional warfare, right? And it's like it's time for something. The clock is sticking out to me, so it's like it's time for something. Maybe it's just time for something to come to an end. Maybe it's time for like the war to come to an end. Maybe it's time for the hiding or the running or all of that stuff. The words loneliness, solitude, and inspiration are sticking out to me. We have 9 of Coins, abundance, wealth, success, and we have 8 of Swords, restrictions, indecision, and confusion. Ace of Cups is on the bottom. It's definitely giving me an overflow of emotion. So divine masculine really in their feelings. I think the goal was 9 of Coins. The goal was luxury and abundance and independence. It could still be the goal, but the 8 of Swords is going to be the problem for divine masculine. Restriction, indecision, and confusion. I think the lost part of themselves that they're discovering is that 9 of Coins. I feel like they've been at war for so long or been battling for so long that they feel that they couldn't do something on their own. I think the lesson that Divine Masculine could be learning in October is that with spirit, with source, with God, this Divine Masculine could do anything. All right, let's look at Joan of Arc, Truth. The Hermit is Virgo energy. So Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth, Divine Feminine said, stay strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. The Chariot comes out. The Chariot is Cancer energy, and it is this um, don't fear going quickly. Understand that the victory is already yours. We also have Seven of Cups here. Seven of Cups is about choices, options, decisions, and Six of Wands is here. It's the victory. It's a big confirmation that the victory is already yours. Seven of Cups is choices. So it's like daydreaming, choices, fantasies, something that you've been manifesting, daydreaming is already yours. You could be in a little bit of a struggle, and I felt that where it says stand strong, that could be why you're struggling to stand strong because something is delayed and you're worried, like, is it coming? Is it not coming? Am I on the right path? Am I on the wrong path? And Spirit saying, focus on your purpose. That's all you got to do because the win is already yours. The victory is already yours. All right, Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. This is our bridging energy lesson that everybody's learning at the same time. You have something important to share. She says, follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. We have the Death card coming out, Scorpio energy, Pluto energy. Lots of things in our life right now is coming to an end. We have this once in our lifetime transit. I've been talking about Pluto since 2020, I think 2020, maybe 2022. I've been learning about Pluto since 2020. Probably didn't talk about Pluto till 2022. 2023, we talked about it all year long. 2024, it finally happened, right? And we can see the effects of Pluto. Just turn your TV on. Like if you're not sure what is, war, death, destruction, if you don't know what Pluto represents, literally just turn your TV on and watch your news for 10 minutes. And it literally means that there is um, I'm trying to make up words now, not a destructuring. It's like a breaking down of something, breaking down of something that was, I almost said fundamental. I don't even use that word. It's just a breakdown of of the life that we've been living. And now, as Pluto moves into Aquarius, we start a new cycle, a new way of living. And as Pluto moves into Aquarius, it's what they call the age of Aquarius. This is all about humanitarian efforts. This is where we are not shy and we're mature enough and we're responsible enough. And again, not scared to talk about those challenging topics like politics, like world hunger, like homelessness, like all of those things. As we go through this transition of what life used to be like, where we didn't talk about those things, money was the big, whoever was the richest was the coolest, right? Whoever was the poorest was the biggest loser, right? Like that shit's done. I didn't mean to say that, but it is. It's completely finished. Age of Aquarius is like where it's we, right? No more I. So that's coming to a complete closure. And we're all experiencing that in all different aspects of our life. Because as Pluto sits up there in the galaxy and all these planets go in their orbit, they're all touching Pluto at one point or another, and some of them multiple times. And each time these energies touch Pluto sitting over there at 29 degrees Capricorn, fixing to move into Aquarius, something is brought to a completion. The end of an era, I've heard people say. And that can be challenging, to say the least. Queen of Wands is here. Queen of Wands says, be confident in what you know. Page of Swords says, continue learning. And that's something I've been getting in trouble with. King of Wands is on the bottom. King of Wands is also about, it says leader, vision, inspiring, energetic. But King of Wands can also be some reckless energy. And I do feel like Spirit's asking us to try not to be so reckless. Um, the Page of Swords, that's what I want to touch on really quickly, because that's my latest spankings, right? I get to where I start slacking, right, on my own personal, like I was talking about earlier. It's like I'll get on this good run and I really do the things for a long period of time and I'm really consistent with them, and then I'll burn out and then I'll just stop doing them. And then I have to slowly bring it back in. Normally, what will happen is I'll experience some type of trauma. Something will happen in my life and I'm like, oh shit. And I don't know why I keep saying that word. I apologize. But yeah, so I'll know like, oh, well, if I implement what I know, if I start my daily practices up, if I start getting up every morning and working on these things, then I will get through this, traumatic experience. And it does, it works every single time. But the key is going to be the consistency. The key is going to be the discipline to continue learning, to continue getting more information, to continue understanding the path that we're on. All right, I'm going to do some head, heart, and higher self. So that's where we're going to look at divine masculine and feminine. We'll look at thoughts, feelings, and higher self lesson. And I'm going to use the energy oracle. I've been trying to think of that word, Sherry, forever. Discombobulated. I feel like is that how you say it? I feel like I keep hearing that word. Yes. Oh my gosh, Tim. I love that. Tim says, I feel the tests are not for us to prove to spirit we have learned the lesson, but for us to realize ourselves how much we have grown and healed. That is beautifully perfect. Good job. All right, let's keep going. I get trouble because the chat distracts me. All right. Yes, I am going to offer some free readings at the end. Moderators are in the chat, so you can let them know if you are interested. So let's start masculine energy first. Headspace. I'm looking at masculine thoughts. I have cornucopia number 11. I love it. I'm very focused on the twin flame journey, very focused on the spiritual awakening, very not, I'm almost getting a little bit, and please, don't shoot the messenger. But I'm almost getting a little bit of like alignment. Like I've been in trouble so long that like now I'm getting in line, or I've been without for so long that now I'm getting in line because I know that when I do this, the abundance will start to flow, right? All right, let's look at the heart space. And I try to say this as often as I can. Sometimes I forget, but the heart space could definitely be a message from divine feminine. I won't really know till we get to that portion. Right now, we're looking at divine masculine. But I know a lot of people believe that telepathy is like through the third eye. And one thing that I learned through this spiritual awakening, and you can look it up, like I'm not the only person that knows, is that So telepathy is through the heart chakra. It's through the heart space. It's energetic flow of information. And you can definitely have, like, a lot of people will say, well, I'm in a separation period and I don't hear my counterpart, or I don't get any messages. Definitely could be experiencing a heart chakra blockage, right? All right, the contract card like flew out of the deck, landed on the floor. I had to go get it. That's going to be in the heart space. So there could be, again, some message here back and forth between masculine and feminine. It could just be that the contract itself, the spiritual contract, is weighing heavy on the masculine heart space. There could be something here about the scales feeling imbalanced. Something's not fair. Something's not right. All right, let's look at higher self lesson for divine masculine. We have happy family. That's number 4. 1164. The number could be of some meaning. We also have patience on the bottom. I do see the clock, so it is giving me this divine timing type of situation. I think the family energy is weighing heavily on the masculine. I think it is a message from the masculine to the feminine. Again, I won't know for sure until we read for the divine feminine. But there's definitely something about family energy, family happiness that's weighing very heavily on the divine masculine. There could be some energy of lack, not having enough of something. It could be a physical contract that's weighing heavy on the masculine's heart. This could have something to do with a marriage. She is blindfolded, so there is this energy like they're not seeing something clearly. It could feel like something's being kept from them. All right, let's do some tarot. Loving the synchronicities in the chat. I was telling someone today I wasn't doing a one-on-one, but I just had a meeting. And I was talking to her and I said, I was explaining to her, because a lot of times people are like, they're new to PLR, and they'll be like, I'm not sure why I'm drawn to you, right? I'm not sure what's going on, but so I like to share the synchronicities with them. The person was from Florida, a city in Florida that's very significant to my own personal journey. They had the same birth year as my sister. I don't know what the other one was, but yeah, there was a whole bunch of different synchronicities. So I was telling them, I was like, I was telling her, I said, this is how I know when people come in to PLR, like they get a reading in the Etsy shop or something, they have to put their information and it'll say like their name, birth date, whatever. And it's like, that's how I know that they'll be like a strong member of the collective. Because they'll have so many synchronicities, you know what I mean, and their information. A synchronicity is a sign from the universe that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. All right, so let's look at that number 11, divine masculine cornucopia. We have the star coming out, Aquarius energy. We have the Hierophant coming out, 2 major arcana back to back, and the 4 of Swords. Star, bright hope for the future. It is this energy of don't give up. The Hierophant is telling me there's like this overhaul of spiritual beliefs happening. It's like the system is being rewritten, is kind of what I'm getting here. Four of Swords is resting, healing. It's very much, it's kind of like what Tim said, very much like how far we've come, how much we've healed, how much we've learned, where we came from. The star is bright hope for the future, but it's definitely giving me like clean slate. The Four of Swords is also purpose, like everything has purpose, reasoning, everything happens for the greater good. Blessing in disguise. Excuse me. All right, let's get the contract card. I'm definitely getting this energy of something's not fair. Something doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem balanced. We have the Six of Swords coming out. We have the Moon coming out. And the Strength card. Four of Pentacles on the bottom, holding on to something too tightly. Divine Masculine is trying to hold on to something that Spirit is asking them to release. The Moon is illusions and fear. Cancer energy, Pisces energy. Strength is Leo. They could feel like they're not strong enough to go where they're being guided. I almost said to go alone. I know we're looking at masculine energy. I love her shirt. It says girls rule. And she has this tattoo of a bear on her arm. And it says fierce underneath the bear. I say fierce a lot. I don't know too many people that use that word, honestly. All right, let's look at happy family. This is the higher self lesson for divine masculine at this time. So remember, bridging energy is a spiritual lesson. Masculine and feminine energy are learning at the same time. Higher self spot. This is the higher self lesson. This masculine energy is learning right now. You have Two of Swords, energy of feeling stuck, not sure which direction to go. Nine of Swords is here. That's what has to happen. Processing trauma in order to have new action, new start, new beginning. Ace of Wands, fate, destiny. Bottom of the deck, I have Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about taking action, taking steps towards your future. You want to go. You want the future to just be here. You want to start taking that action and start moving in that direction. You don't want to go in the direction that Spirit's guiding you to go into, and that is because Spirit's asking you to process something that's been very deep. And I know it's very deep because Divine Masculine has been awakened, has been processing trauma. So this is going to be something that is lingering, something you know. You maybe tell yourself that you're not sure what it is. You're like, I've done all this healing work. I've done shadow work. I've done this. I've done that. It's going to have something to do with this happy family. And that's what still needs to be done. And that's where Spirit's guiding you. All right, let's go Divine Feminine. same thing, head, heart, higher self. In the head space, I'm looking at thoughts. Patty Smith. I was born in Florida, Air Force brat, and a Scorpio. I love it. All right, here we go, Divine Feminine. Please remember, do not shoot the messenger. First card out is the second chakra. This, when I have one-on-ones with you guys, this is the card that the least of you, or like you want to talk about the least. Um, the second chakra is 2 inches below your belly button. It's called the sacral chakra. It's where we store those energies, shame, guilt, remorse. It's also where we store sexual energy. And for some of you, it could be about that. But for most of you, I think it's about processing shame, guilt, and remorse. There could be a blockage here as well. If you're overdoing people pleasing, that comes up a lot with second chakra. If seventh chakra is in the heart space, and angel of love is going to be the higher self lesson. Spirit is going to be the overall bottom of the deck energy. Door to Spirit says the veil is being moved so that Spirit can get a message to you. How many of you Divine Feminines feel like you received messages today from Spirit or counterpart, and especially if you are in separation? I feel like it was very powerful today. And it's interesting because it's like the telepathy is one of the most challenging things for us to talk about on this type of awakening journey. The crown chakra in the heart space. Divine Masculine feels like something's not fair. Something about their contract is out of balance. It's like they're not really liking where Spirit's guiding them to go, or they feel like it's not that they're not liking it. It's like they feel like it's challenging, or they don't have the courage to do something. For Divine Feminine in the heart space, your message is all about your connection to Spirit. It's almost like you're pointing out that this is of the only importance at this point in your journey. I do believe that is why Angel of Love is here in the higher self. It does say that this angel comes down when unconditional love is needed. So Divine Feminine, you could be struggling with unconditional love when it comes to your Divine Masculine. There could have something to do with that second chakra, the shame, guilt, remorse. It could have something to do with forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving others. I'm going to use we use the Modern Goddess Tarot for Divine Masculine, and we're going to use the Modern Witches Tarot for Divine Feminine. All right, let's look at second chakra. Archangel Ariel. We have the World coming out. We have 3 of Pentacles coming out. We have 5 of Wands coming out. The World is a completion. You're closing out a chapter. This could also be, I know, I'm hearing generational curses for your Pentacles. It's like you're helping. It's like ancestors. It's like you're helping something that was already started. 5 of Wands is challenging. This second chakra, you could be beating yourself up. Like you could be being too hard on yourself. You could be thinking, I'm not good enough. I'm not doing it right, or I'm not doing enough. right, seventh chakra, crown chakra, connection to spirit in the heart space. This is your message to divine masculine. This could be you asking them to connect in this way. You could be asking them to level up in this way. You could just be saying, this is where I'm headed. This is where I'm at. Everything is fine card comes out. Nine of Wands card comes out. Knight of Swords card comes out. Divine Feminine, you're ignoring something. Four of Wands is on the bottom. It's the twin flame, 1111. Everything is fine is what tells me that you're ignoring something. There's actually two cards in Modern Witches Tarot. One is the Ten of Swords, and that is a completion to a painful life cycle. It looks exactly like this everything is fine card with the 10 swords stabbing her, but you see she's on her phone and she's kind of just scrolling. Instead of, maybe doing some meditative work or some spiritual healing work. But it's the point of the card is saying that you're ignoring something. You're not paying attention to something. I think what you could be ignoring could just be counterpart energy. Nine of Wands talks about some stubbornness. Knight of Swords is my clue card for a breakup. I don't think anybody's breaking anybody or anything like that, but I do feel that you need to break free from some energy that's back. I feel like it's holding you from reaching that enlightenment, crown, chakra type of energy. I feel like because forgiveness energy is needed in some way, whether for yourself or for divine masculine. Maybe you're upset because of the delays. Maybe you're upset because of the expectations. Maybe you're upset. It doesn't really matter why you're upset. I hate to say it that way. Again, don't shoot the messenger because here's where you're supposed to be. Angel of love. And remember, angel of love comes down when unconditional love is needed. This is your current higher self lesson. This is where you're supposed to be without expectation, without blame, without shame, without guilt. We have Seven of Swords. We have the Empress. And we have the Moon. The Hanged Man is on the bottom. Okay, so it seems really specific, so I don't know how it could be collective, but I'm just going to spit it out. And yay, Rosa. Yay, I get to be here on this journey. Tell people this stuff. Seven of Swords is distrust or disbelief. Seven of Swords is also about leveling up and keeping things to yourself. I've been in this energy for, I would say, probably 6 weeks now. The Empress is about your connection to spirit. It's also about your creativity. The Moon is your fear. What's happened collectively is we've broken away from one another. What's happened collectively is we've realized and learned that this all had a spiritual meaning or spiritual purpose, and it was never about the physical person. What is new to us is the surrendering. We're no longer chasing. But it feels weird. I don't know, doing PLR on my own. Like it feels weird not talking to like the people, that woke me up. Like it feels weird not. I was, in this group, right? This masculine energy that, catapulted my spiritual awakening. And it was like I would always run things by him, right? And I had other friends in that group, right? And I really pretty much feel like My entire inner circle has changed. Um, some for the good, and some I don't know. Um, but it feels weird, like not having that confirmation. It feels sometimes like I'm doing something that maybe wouldn't be approved of. All that kind of stuff. And what I'm getting with this energy is honestly the only person's approval that you need is your own and spirit. Um, I think the higher self lesson here could be to not let the fear of someone else's expectations of us like hinder us or hold us back. The hanged one is on the bottom. The hanged man energy is Pisces energy, but it's this energy of I'm afraid to make a move. I'm afraid to move forward. I'm afraid to do anything really because if I make a move, I'm going to lose something. I'm going to lose something that I think I need. So there's definitely this fear here. And again, it could be due to expectations, a lack of trust, but the higher self lesson is definitely going to be that unconditional love is needed. And honestly, whatever you're doing, like I said, the only person that you need confirmation from or proof from is going to be source. And that's that Empress energy. That's your connection. All right, I'm going to do some messages. I think we're going to do the soulmate of oracle messages. Oh my gosh, Sandra says, I feel like I went from runner to being a chaser. I do feel like when we are stuck in those runner chaser stages or phases, which really, by the way, did you guys know was never really a part of this type of awakening journey? That's more like modern age has caused this runner chaser stage because we've kind of put this fantasy fairy tale spin on this type of awakening, right? Um, so that's all actually really new. If you study twin flames and you go back any amount of time, the runner chaser stage is actually something very, very new. But I was gonna say, I feel like there are periods like where we flip flop back and forth, and again for great purpose. There'll be a reason, a purpose for that happening, something to learn, right? All right, I'm going to do 3 messages. Let's start divine masculine first. I love our deep conversations. They open up my mind. I feel like today the deep conversations are definitely very 5D. So many things remind me of you. It's crazy. I feel like that's talking about the synchronicities that we all are seeing today. Whenever I see flowers, I think of you. I feel like that's really easy for me because my name's Rosa. All right, let's do feminine. 3 from feminine to masculine. Thank you for teaching me how to appreciate the small things in life. I feel like the person that catapulted my awakening, the biggest lesson I've learned through this whole experience is being present. Being present. I was that person that was always like sad about what had happened and then anxious about what was going to happen next. I was never like in the moment. Sometimes when I think back of like periods of time when my kids were growing up, it's like I feel like I'm missing years at a time. And I feel like that missing time is due to the anxiety. And had I been present, I probably have a lot more memories, right? All right, a couple more, please. I thought this was just lust, but I was not used to love flowing through me like this. And last one, when I look into your eyes, the whole world stops and I forget where I am. On the bottom, there is only you in my mind and heart. And now, as we close it up, I'm going to do several different guidance cards. So this is going to be a little different than we normally do because normally I just pull one. But I'm going to start with the almost said tree of life. We are going to do tree of life. I'm going to do power of love activation first. I'm going to pull one for each side. Look at that. Purpose comes out. I'm seeing masculine's guidance. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Acceptance is going to come out for the divine feminine. You are steady. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. I love that. Divine masculine starting to focus on purpose and divine feminine coming to acceptance. This is a lot of surrendering energy here at the bottom. I'm sorry, for divine feminine. At the bottom, I have the harmony card. You're able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. You're able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. All right, then I'm going to pull a Tree of Life Oracle, just one. I'm going to read it from the book, and then I'm going to close out the collective reading with a Blessed Be Oracle. I have the Treehouse card. I'm going to read it out of the book. It's number 42. I'm wrong. It's number 13 on page 42. All right, it says creating security. Ingenuity, I can't say that word. Skills, usefulness, development of plans. There we go. Collaboration, relocation. It says abusing nature, childish pranks, destitution, or making do. When you choose Tree of Life Treehouse card, your gifts of collaboration and I can't say it, are enormous. You're in a very constructive time when dreams can be made into reality. This is an invitation to be inventive, to work with nature and create a sense of security for yourself and others. Be lofty and unafraid to bring your visions into reality. Tree of Life Treehouse card points to all the factors that create a sense of security in your life, as well as your own willingness to create a space which allows you to dream and see those dreams come true. Now more than ever, you can bring your creative efforts into three-dimensional reality. It may take collaboration and planning, patience, and hard work, but it will be well worth it in the end. Make your dreams real. I love that. And it's so interesting the things it mentioned because um, collaboration. I met with Dream Sequa, and we are going to collaborate on a free webinar where we're going to talk to you about the benefits of breath work. So I thought that was so interesting. And while I have y'all here, I'm going to share with you my idea. I shared with my mods the other day, but I had this idea of doing I have this lake here where I live, right? It's this big, beautiful lake. It's a very healing lake, and I always kept wondering, like, why I was called to be here or stay here or continue to live here. And it is going to be because of the lake. But I'm thinking, and this is just an idea I had in my head. I'm thinking about doing like a retreat like for a few nights, like right down the road. Um, and I thought that would be something we could plan on for like next fall. All right. Blessed be Oracle, close it out for the collective. A blessing for solace and hope. It's number 41. And on the bottom, confirmation for what I talked about at the beginning, a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. All right, guys, that's going to be your collective. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to show you guys a little video while I clean up, and I will be right back. And that's our 2025 calendar, guys. Our astrology calendar, POR astrology calendar is finished and for sale over on my website. And link, of course, is going to be in the description box. All right. So I did offer to do some free readings tonight, guys. So I hope everyone is going to take advantage and participate. 11 on the list. Let's close that list. Sandra, she knew to tell me. Yes, that's very good. And my plan is to give you I'm just going to use some tarot, and I'm going to give you a twin flame current energy. So I'm going to tell you your current masculine energy, your current feminine energy, and your current bridging energy. Now, how you want to correlate those readings and those energies will be up to you. If I call your name and you would rather have a general reading, just let me know. And actually, I think I'll pull 3 tarot for your energies, and then I'll pull a Keepers of the Light Oracle for a guidance card. And I'm going to try to go through them kind of quickly. All right. Let's go check out this list. Patty on YouTube. So Patty on YouTube, you're the first one on my list. I need you to say hi to me in the comments, please. Thank you, ladies, for helping me with the list. Oh, are you guys talking about our retreat? I'm super excited about it. I gotta, have conversations with spirit, get it all planned out first, and then we'll talk about it some more. But I remember having this moment, like, why haven't we done this already, right? All right, Patty Smith. She's my Scorpio BFF. I love it. All right, here we go. So remember, I'm looking at your internal masculine and feminine energies. Now, how those energies relate to you will be different for each of you, right? All right, so Patty is first, and I am going to start out with the Modern Goddess Tarot, if it will cooperate. I'm going to look at your masculine energy first, please. Ooh, I love it. The World card comes out. I'm excited, ready for new opportunities, ready to close out old chapters and start something new. Something about being very protective of something as well. Masculine energy could feel like they have new opportunity and they're maybe not disclosing that information, like not sharing, keeping it to themselves. All right, let's look at your feminine energy. We have the Crone of Swords coming out. So it's like King of Swords energy, right? And this is about authenticity, speaking truth. I feel like there's something on your mind, something on your chest, something you want to say. There could be some fear about like being like, if I say this, then it's like, then they know, and now I'm vulnerable, or like now I'm out here in the open. All right, now I'm going to look at the bridging energy. So this is your current spiritual lesson. Again, doesn't matter if we're looking at internal energies, if you are experiencing 3D separation. We have the Devil coming out, Capricorn energy. This is all about breaking away from karmic ties. I mean, you could be learning some karmic lessons. We all are always. But I think it's more about breaking away from karmic ties, which means that if you are experiencing any type of spiritual awakening journey where it's like someone came into your energetic field and shook the shit out of your life and woke you up, you're both tied to different karmic ties. So it could be the bridging energy is about breaking those ties. On the bottom is the Empress. It's a clue card for divine feminine, but it's telling me more about the connection to spirit. All right. And then I'm going to pull a Keepers of the Light Oracle for guidance. I can't remember all the energies on the World card. I want to say it's like Taurus, Capricorn, but I mean Capricorn came out pretty strongly in that Devil card. Ooh, no. Almost a 52 card pickup. I see Mother Mary, love and peace, but I'm going to take the Hope card. It says love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Ooh, that could be something here too with negative thinking. Choose loving thoughts. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Patty. I hope that was helpful. All right, next on the list is Victoria on YouTube. Victoria, say hi to me in the comments. Perfect. All right, same thing. I'm going to look at your masculine, your feminine, and your bridging energy. Thank you, Patty. All right, Victoria. Masculine, the world again. Page of Wands coming out for feminine. Bridging energy, temperance. Bottom of the deck is Five of Pentacles. This is a card that says it's okay to ask for help. You could be feeling some rejection energy. The World card coming out again, I mean, it could just be saying that I'm tapping into your masculine energy and they're very protective of their energy. I'm definitely sensing that. With just the visualization, the picture on the card. But the World card does talk about closing out old chapters, starting new chapters, new cycles, that type of thing. Page of Wands is here. This is about you finally starting to get excited about the spiritual journey that you're on. Something could have happened to give you like new hope or new excitement. And you're like, oh, yes, let me get back to this awakening that I was on. Temperance is here. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. It talks about, again, bringing balance to all areas of your life. And I do believe that that is what the bridging energy is. It could be talking about the healing that both sides still need. But I think it's more about bringing that balance in. All right, let's do a Keepers of the Light Oracle for guidance. Page of Wands is fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Thank you, Tim, for coming in and joining us. All right, Victoria, we have Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. There is definitely something with a cycle ending with this person, but that could be like, again, an illusion. I feel like the crow is a messenger, or it could be representing fear that you have with this masculine and their cycle that's coming to a completion. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Victoria. I hope that was helpful. All right. Dream Sequa is next. So Dream Sequa, say hi to me in the comments. Then I have Sherry, Brenda, Vanessa, Matthew, Michelle, Sandra, Pooja, and Star Luba. Thank you, Victoria. All right, Dream Sequa, say hi to me in the comments. Perfect. I've seen you got a new video out to me too. I haven't got a chance to go catch up on my videos, but you're on my list. All right, Dream Sequence. I'm going to look at your masculine energy. You have Queen of Swords. Ooh, very cutthroat. Maybe a few words are being said with masculine energy, but what words are being said could seem kind of harsh. This person's trying to protect themselves. I feel like sometimes the Queen of Swords gets a bad rap, but it's always because of her. Like she's trying to protect herself. She's trying to have boundaries, and she just wants people to respect her boundaries. All right, let's look at your feminine energy. We have the Emperor, Aries energy. Mind blown is what I'm seeing there. Is like you could have like some big aha moment happening. This is going to be about leadership, taking control of a situation. I do feel like that's kind of what's happening for you. I feel like you're having to step up to the plate type of energy. It's Aries energy, so I would ask you on your chart, where is Aries for you? All right, and then we have the Empress coming out as your bridging energy. This is normally my clue card, or a clue card for Divine Feminine. But for me, this is more about your connection to source or your connection to spirit. Masculine energy very much about having boundaries and having people respect those boundaries and enforce those boundaries. Feminine energy is a little bit more about like not getting stepped on, not getting walked on, taking power back or taking your power back from a situation. And the bridging energy is going to be about your connection. So it's like right now you're learning about your spiritual connection to source. Crone of Pentacles is on the bottom. It's the King of Pentacles energy, again, stepping up to the plate, again, about like being a protector, provider. I'm getting like a little bit of, 2-in-1 type of energy. All right, and let's pull guidance from Keepers of the Light Oracle. We have Cronus, Life Force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. And Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection. Trust your inner voice. All right, Dream Seeker, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Sandra, thank you. Sherry is next. Sherry, say hi to me in the comments. We have Sherry, Brenda, Vanessa, Matthew, Michelle, Sandra, Pooja, and Starluva. Dream Sequence says, I have Aries, I have Venus and Mars in Aries. I love that. There's Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Mars, very happy in Aries. I love how you have both. Masculine and feminine. So powerful. In such a powerful sign as well. All right, Sherry, here we go. I'm going to look at your masculine energy first. Queen of Cups. Unconditional love. That's rare to see this on the divine masculine side. All right, let's look at your feminine. The High Priestess comes out. Three of Wands is taking steps towards your future. Okay, so before the High Priestess came out, I picked up the High Priestess energy with Queen of Cups. This feels very spiritual, and because I know you, Sherry, I mean, I feel like it makes it super easy. It's like other side of the veil type of energy here. It's very spiritual, very powerful, and the Three of Wands, action towards your future. I think this person just wants you to know that they're helping you take action from that side. And I think it's also possible that they send you signs. Like you may have seen a rainbow recently. And if you did, then it's like this person wants you to have this confirmation that they're helping you move forward in your journey or get ahead. You could be seeing like things like happening that are unexpected, like, or maybe you didn't think were going to happen. Suddenly they do. Justice is on the bottom. A great injustice has been done, and now those scales are being balanced. Beautiful energy. All right, Sherry, let's do some guidance. Keepers of the Light Oracle by Kyle Gray. We have the White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. All right, Sherry, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Brenda is next. Thank you, ladies, for helping me with that list. Brenda, if you could say hi to me in the comments. Did Diana ever make it in tonight? It was hard to do the reading tonight, and I'm not supposed to look at the comments. That's why. But and keep an eye on the comments. Sherry says, "Very wow." I love it. Thank you, Brenda. All right, Brenda, same thing. Here we go. Let's look at some masculine energy. We have the Eight of Swords, self restriction. And this is energy about like telling yourself that you can't do something. It could be you or it could be a masculine, of course, in your, journey. But it's energy that says, like, I can't make a move and because of this or because of that. And like, really, there is no reason not to. It's just fear keeping this masculine energy uh, from making a move. Let's look at your energy. We have Two of Cups. This is soulmate energy. This is equal effort coming together, partnership. This is that card, the I water you, you water me, we grow together. I think this is what you're wanting or waiting for or expecting. I think it's what you're expecting. All right, let's get the bridging energy. We have Five of Wands. So it does say that you could be experiencing some challenges at this time. It's not Five of Swords, so no one's like cussing anybody out. No one's like stabbing anybody, anything like that. Five of Wands is a card that says you're in preparation, you're in training for something. It could also say that you've already trained for the situation that you're in. So it's like implement what you know at this time. You could implement to bring more equal effort. This energy could implement to have more faith, over fear. We have the moon card on the bottom. The moon could be, I almost forgot guidance. The moon could be like that could have a strong connection or a powerful connection for you. Like for me, for example, I'm a Cancer rising, so it's like the moon rules my chart. You could feel like you're connected to the moon more so than, other planets. All right, guidance really quickly. Keepers of the light. We have the Odin card, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. No, I'm not. Look at this. Kali Ma on the bottom, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. All right, Brenda, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Vanessa on Facebook, Matthew on Facebook, Michelle on Facebook, Sandra on YouTube, Pooja on YouTube, and Star Luba is going to wrap it up. I see Vanessa. All right, Vanessa, here we go. Masculine energy, please. We have Ten of Swords. They're at some type of completion, some type of life cycle completion. They could be going through something very challenging. This could have something to do with a karmic situation as well. It's like they finally learned their karmic lesson once and for all type of energy. All right, let's see what comes out for your feminine. Three of Wands, in a hurry, ready to go. Three of Wands is taking action, taking steps towards your future. Looks like you're definitely ready to move on. There seems to be a little bit of a one's here and one's down here. So they're not level. They're not equal. I'm not saying they're not equal. They are equal, but it's like one person is slower than the other. Through bridging energy. We have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is that energy about holding on to something too tightly. The fall leaves are sticking out to me in the background, so it's like it's important to release the grip, allow energy to flow. There's something about like cycles ending and the importance of those cycles ending. But yeah, I feel like both could be holding on to something way too tightly and it's causing like a restriction in the energy. It's not able to flow. Nine of Swords is on the bottom. It could be about anxiety. It could be causing, I feel like it's causing anxiety, but I feel like it should be more about processing trauma. Processing trauma. All right, let's pull a guidance card. Keepers of the Light. Brenda says, so right on. I love it. Thank you, Brenda. All right. Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge. Lead by example. Walk your talk. Oh my gosh. I love this reading. All right. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right. Matthew is next. Matthew, if you could say hi to me in the comments, please. All right. It is Matthew's turn. Is Matthew over on Facebook or on YouTube? I see it. Howdy. All right, Matthew, let's look at your masculine and feminine energies. There's that Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Again, Knight of Cups is going to be the difference. Judgment is on the bottom, Scorpio energy. This is going to be about, it's about hearing your calling and following your purpose. But this could also be some Pluto energy. This could also be like something coming to an end, a closure. I don't think it's like a person or place. I think it's more of a situation, like a life change type of situation. All right, Four of Pentacles, masculinity, holding on to something too tightly, afraid to let go. Three of Wands, feminine energy, ready to get moving, ready to get ahead. But the Knight of Cups is your bridging energy. So right now, Knight of Cups is about learning to be, okay, Knights have to be very courageous. They have to, it's said that they have to travel unknown lands to deliver a message about whatever their element is. This is Cups. So it's like you have to be courageous enough to deliver a message about how you feel, but it's for both masculine and feminine. So it's like both sides not openly discussing some feelings, having to be courageous enough to talk about how we feel. And it's going to have something to do with what you're holding on to and what actions to take to move forward. All right, let's do some guidance from Keepers of the Light. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So I do feel like it has something to do with abundance. Could have definitely have something to do with finances. And it's like Spirit wants you to know that obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Michelle on Facebook is next. Sandra, Puja, and Star Luba. There's Michelle. Oh, no worries. No worries, Matthew. All right, Michelle, here we go. Masculine energy first. We have Temperance coming out, Sagittarius. We have Queen of Swords. There's your Gemini. And let's do bridging energy. We have Five of Wands. So this person off healing, this person speaking their truth, both experiencing some challenges. It's not easy, but again, in this training mode type of energy. Like you're training for something, preparing for something. Two of Cups could be what you're preparing for. It's equal effort. Soulmate energy. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could be dealing with somebody who just is taking a really long time. Your masculine energy could be balancing out between your masculine and your feminine. You could feel like that process is slow. You could feel like your masculine energy is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Guidance is going to be this word that I cannot, this name I won't be able to pronounce correctly. Melchizedek. Higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Michelle, I was just mentioning to a friend of mine earlier today how much our journeys feel so similar. Do you feel like Spirit's been getting onto you? Because maybe your mine is like time management, and I need to be incorporating more learning. I need to continue. The learning never stops, y'all. Like we're always ascending. We're always further knowledge. Like it's always more, more, more. Right? Do you feel like you've been getting in trouble in that area? I know I have. Diana's on the bottom. Focused intention. Michelle says definitely time management, being told to step back from others and focus on me. I love that. All right, Sandra is next. There she is. All right, Sandra. All right, let's start with your masculine energy first. Eight of Wands. There's sudden changes, quick information. This could be conversations. This could be movement, action. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's look at your energy. Death, Scorpio, coming out strong. I almost said proud, but strong and proud. It's definitely experiencing massive transformation. Something that has already completely ended, and something new has already completely started. And you see how he's kind of like trying to balance here. It's almost like you feel like with this transition you're in, it's like you're having a hard time getting your footing. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. We have the Five of Swords. There could be some disagreements. There could be some arguments, but I don't think that's it. I think this is more about negative thinking. And here's what I was picking up in the collective, Sandra. This is coming out again. You're both having the same negative thoughts. Okay, so here's what happens. A lot of times, two people will have the same fear or the same desire, but neither is faced. Like they don't face their fear or they don't get what they desire because they're too scared to say it, like to let the other person know. But at the same time, they have the same train of thought. They're just not connecting it with each other. Seven of Wands is on the bottom. It's like the fences are up, right? The gates are up. And I mean, that's normal. That's expected to happen, especially after a period of separation. But very guarded energy. All right, let's do Keepers of the Light for guidance. Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Wow, the power alone in that card. All right, Sandra, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. I love your Scorpio energy. All right, she said, sounds 100% right. I love it. Pooja on YouTube. Pooja on YouTube. Say hi to me in the comments. All right, Pooja. Yes, guys, please remember tomorrow night at 6 p.m. I'm going to start out with a members only video, a members only live. And then at 9 p.m. I will be back with the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, Pooja, masculine energy first, please. We have 4 of Wands coming out, blessing in disguise. We have Wheel of Fortune, good luck and good fortune in your energy. I love that. Sagittarius energy. 8 of Swords is here, self-restriction. Okay, so masculine energy is struggling to slow down, to take time for healing. Whatever is happening here, again, blessing in disguise, but it's like they have a hard time seeing that. Wheel of Fortune here is like, it's time for good fortune. It's time for good luck. There's definitely something about some negative thinking, like I'm never going to get out of this. I'm never going to be able to reach this goal. I'm never going to achieve this thing. It's happening on both sides because it's the bridging energy. So self-restriction is like something you have to break free from. You're telling yourself something and you need to break free from that negative energy. All right. Or negative thought concept, right? It's giving kind of 5 of Swords energy. But it's like whatever you're both telling yourself is not true. Self-restriction. All right, let's do some guidance for Pooja. And I have the Faith card. Whatever you're telling yourself is not true. All right, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. All right, Pooja, I hope that was helpful. Starluva. Starluva is the last one. Starluva, say hi to me in the comments. I love that, Sandra. You're so brave. It's the Scorpio. She said, I've been doing astral travel meditation nightly. Oh, Pooja says, yes, she is feeling restricted. All right, Starluva waited so patiently. Thank you, Starluva. Starluva, also a member of PLR. I hope to see all of you guys tomorrow. I set it for 6 p.m. 6 p.m. All right, Starluva. Masculine energy first. Guys, if you want to become a member of PLR so you can watch those members only videos, I did put a link in the description box of this video. And I am over on YouTube. I am talking about it over on YouTube. All right. Masculine energy, we have the 3 of Pentacles, wanting to work together, wanting to come together, respecting each other's ideas. 2 of Cups is here, soulmate energy, partnership energy, coming together. I heard the word reunion. That's not really the reunion card, but I mean, it could be. And then Seven of Wands is here, more guarded energy. It's like something's trying to happen here. Starluba, same thing with Sandra. It's like two people have the same want or desire, but because of this guarded energy, like I'm scared you're gonna hurt me, and they're like, I'm scared you're gonna hurt me. So it's like because of that, like the information isn't getting through. They could be dealing with a work situation. You could be dealing with a partner situation. Let's do some guidance. Keepers of the light. Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And your guidance is the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Oh my gosh, I love it. Starluva. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys so very, very, very much for participating, for coming in, hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you so much. My moderators, it was so nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming in and helping. It was so nice to see Tim, right? I hope he's able to come back for fire signs tomorrow. And then hopefully we'll have Diana and we'll get everybody under the same roof at the same time, right? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so very, very much. I'm always with all of you abundant, loving light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.